Hey guys, Subham here. Hope you're having a great day. So today I was planning on giving you a tour of my mini home studio. So hope you guys enjoy this video. So let's first start with my main rack over here. So I've got a pair of stereo studio monitors on either side of the desk. So these are from the brand Kali Audio. These are the LP6 version Project Lone Pine. So I'll go into the specs later on in this video. So now I've got my trusted HP laptop which I've been using for the past 3 years, and here I've got my USB audio interface SSL2 from the brand Solid State Logic SSL. Um, if you haven't heard of this brand SSL or Solid State Logic, they are really renowned in the sound industry and in the mixing world in general to make really good high-grade studio mixing consoles. Yeah, go check them out if you ever feel like you need an interface or mixing console. If you have noticed these knobs on my USB interface, you can tell they look pretty much similar to the mixing consoles you see in professional studios, because obviously, as I told, this company makes studio mixing consoles. So yeah, and moving on, I've got my mouse over here and got a USB hub from TP-Link, which I normally use at night if I ever feel like using my spare desk lamp. So I don't have more than 2 USB ports on my laptop, so obviously I need this one for adding in another extra keyboard or a desk lamp if I ever feel like. Then I've got my trusted headstock guitar tuner. So this is from Joyo. Wait, let me focus in on this. There we go. Yeah, it really comes handy. This headstock tuner really comes handy when you are just jamming and having some fun, when your guitar is maybe not plugged into your USB audio interface, or you are not using any kind of tuners on your laptop. So it really comes handy at the times like that. So yeah. So I've got my guitar picks. I usually keep them over here on the desk because I already have a set of guitar picks that I left in Bhubaneswar, and I haven't gone back yet because of this pandemic. So yeah, I usually use these which I had, these spare picks which I had at home at that time. So this is my favorite one of all these 4 picks. It's from Dunlop USA, and it's the Jazz Tree Make. It's really good for really precise playing. If you play really single notey riffs, this is really good for that. Moving on to the right side of the rack, we've got my CTK651 Casio keyboard. And if you ever want to put synth sounds or strings into your music, your tracks in your DAW, it really comes handy at times like that. So, and also it's not USB powered, so you cannot directly plug it into your laptop or your audio interface. So it has an XLR input in the back. If you can see, these are the 2 XLR inputs, so you have to use that for plugging into your USB interface, I guess. But I haven't used it yet in my USB interface, so hopefully you will see me using it later on in the near future. Next up, I've got my trusted Chord X1 6-string, which I bought back in 2013, 7 years ago. So I was in high school back then. So yeah, it has got the pair of Power Sound PACG4 1R and 1F humbucker passive pickups. I've got the fretboard made of rosewood and the maple neck, and we've also got the volume and the tune knobs and 3-way toggle switch between the pickups. And also I've got my semi-electric classical guitar from Ibanez. So this is the GA6 CE model, and I bought it 3 months ago, so it's still quite new. And I've got my Yamaha semi-acoustic right over here, and it's been more than 10 years since I bought this. It's not in playable state right now. and the intonation is not in check, and also the action is really too high. So I've kept it in. I've distuned the whole guitar for now because I don't usually play it nowadays. And I've also got my purely acoustic guitar from Pluto, which I have kept in Bhubaneswar, but I came in March, and after that COVID-19 took over the world, so it's still over there, and hopefully by December I'll be able to go back and get it back. So yeah, I really miss that guitar. It's like purely acoustic, so it's really good for having fun and jamming with friends. You don't even have to plug it in, and it sounds really good. So now on with the specifications of all these gears. So let's start with the monitors. As I told you, these are from Kali Audio. This is the Project Lone Pine LP6 model. So from the name, obviously you can tell these are the distance transducers are 6.5 inches, and these both of these monitors are active monitors, active speakers. So, and this monitor has two drivers on it. So this is 40 watt powered 1-inch tweeter, which delivers the high frequency responses of the sounds, and this is the 6.5 inch. Again, this is 40 watt powered, and this is the woofer, which is 6.5 inches, and it delivers your low end or bass and the mids of the frequency response spectrum. And also this is a ported version, if you haven't noticed yet. So we've got this vent over here, and there is a debate going on still now, like between ported and unported monitors. Like I still haven't had any issues or noise problems while mixing, with these ported monitors, but mostly people tell that if you have ported monitors, they create really noise in the spectrum, frequency spectrum graph. If you look at the waterfall plots, then you can tell there are really bad noise decays in the frequency spectrum. So, and on the back of the monitors, we've got our boundary settings, which can be tweaked on based on the position in which you are keeping your monitors in your rack. And we've got the main supply, we've got our TRS supply, XLR, and our RCA input, which is obviously unbalanced. The RCA is unbalanced, so you have to tweak your frequency boundary settings over here. So now moving on to my USB audio interface. So I forgot to mention before, I've got 2 channels on this interface. That means this is a 2 input 2 output interface. So we've got plus 48 volt phantom power individually for both channels. We've got our gain knob, and for this particular model and also for the SSL2 Plus, we've got the 4K legacy button, which gives you some decibel boost in your mixes. And this is the monitor volume knob, so you can adjust the volume levels of your stereo monitors. And this is for your individual headphones, so if you're using headphones for mixing or recording in your DAW, you can use this knob to adjust the volume of your headphones. And also this is your playback and input volume selector. So this knob, if you turn it all the way to the right, you get the 100% volume out of your playback system. So if you're using any VST plugins, so if you turn it to the extreme right, you will hear the volume of your guitar or any instrument you are using. And if you're turning it all the way to the left, and if you're tracking your DI input guitars in your DAW, you'll hear that input. So, and if you obviously keep it in between 50%, you will get the best of both worlds. So it's good, it comes handy in many situations. So we've got 2 XLR inputs for the instrument channels. So this is channel 1, this is for channel 2. So these are the XLRs, and these are the TRS inputs for the monitors. For both monitors, this one is for, I think it's for the left monitor, and the one below is for the right one, and this is for the headphones. And yes, this one is the type C USB power, which you can directly plug it into your laptop. This is for powering on your USB interface. And this is the DAW, my digital audio workstation, which I am currently using. This is Reaper version 6.14, which I downloaded directly from the Reaper website, reaper.fm, and I have used it like only for like a week now, so I haven't had any problems with it in while mixing or recording. So like most of my friends have told me, like, if you want to, the kind of music I usually try to record and play, like, which is mostly progressive metal or rock or just heavier stuff, you know, like guitar centric music, the Reaper is really good for and handy, and it has a really good interface to record DI guitars and track and mixing all of the instruments, so it's good for that. First of all, I was like using Ableton Live Lite 10, which came pre-installed with my USB interface, but I didn't feel like it was helping me a lot. So, and the cool thing about this interface is that it has really good pre-installed equalizer, VST plugins, compressors, and drum strips. I'll give you an example. Like if I try to add any effect into this DAW, I just have to go to add effects, and here is the folder SSL, and just for example, like this is the brass compressor which came in pre-installed with my audio interface, and also like vocal strip. For example, this is the vocal strip, and let's see, I've got the equalizer. This is the equalizer. So yeah, it really comes handy when you're trying to mix down your tracks and rendering it out. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the DAW. So this is basically everything I have in my mini home studio right now. So I haven't thought about any acoustic treatment yet, like acoustic panels in any of the walls on my room, so I'll see to it later on, maybe later on this year. So yeah, this is quite a temporary setup, so hopefully I'll move upstairs next year, by the end of next year probably. So even if you have like expensive gear and expensive studio monitors, expensive USB audio interfaces, you can't have really good mixed down recordings of your tracks or your music you're making, because you don't have an acoustic friendly room, you know. So that's the first priority you should be giving, to make your room acoustic friendly. Even if you can go for cheap, really thin acoustic panels. Like even I'm thinking of investing in some DIY, do it yourself, you know, acoustic panels. So I'll see to it later this year. So that's pretty much it for this mini home studio tour. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll try my best to keep uploading new stuff, new videos every single week, maybe every 2 weeks. So I'll do a mix of both gym related stuff, fitness stuff, and my music production stuff. So it can include my gear reviews, guitar gear reviews, like amps and pedals and VST plugins, guitar covers, you know, like production tutorials, and also you can include like gym related stuff, like you know, the other 3 videos which I uploaded like back in December, and the one recent video which I uploaded like 3 weeks ago about home workout, back home workout, I guess. So yeah, so I'll do a mix of both worlds. So if you guys really love my video, please make sure to hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.